Fortificator is charged. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Back in business. Target too far.
Mudclaw! Mudclaw's always crabby.
Taking cover.
Mitigating the threat, locking them down.
Graft is ready, and frankly,
Patience. Still recharging. They're benumbed. Fortificator at ready status. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Loading anew! Maintaining perspective!
Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down.
this thing's got a mean streak. The Gravel Claw's angry.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if we can reach it. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Rat's tingling. All charged up.
Still recharging. Bucklog always crabbing.
You cannot improve perfection.
Locking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve.
I'll handle this.
Got my last one. Amplification in progress.
Taking the fun out of them.
Aftermarket parts are prime. Let's expose spot. They envy our prospects.
Dropping that claw.
destroyed.
They've been numbed, locking them down. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Reloading once more.
Grant is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Mitigating the threat. Taking the...
Analyzing.
Mobilizing.
They're destructive influences. Weapon terrible.
Torpification in progress. They've been numbed. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion rightly so.
Aggressors in
Some
range.
poor, deranged soul. One is
Assist gun weapon ready, Commander.
Investigating hostile intention. Mitigating the threat. Torpification in progress.
Misses me, you get the claw. This thing's got a mean streak.
Torpificator is charged. Proceeding to attack. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Back in business.
We join our hands in reverent chorus. Console guides us through the night. Greetings, fellow loyal citizen of the Protectorate. Well, because I was ordered to, of course. Oh, of course. My mistake. It's obviously because my commander wants it done, and has more important things to attend to personally. Because their superior officer wanted it done? Oh, I believe it's because the Sentinels have taken over many of the duties typically associated with the Arbiters. The Sentinels must not have need of these supplies and didn't want to allow them to fall into enemy hands. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Although, it's not my place to speculate. Our purpose is not to question, but to do. A mind free of thoughts cannot be corrupted. Cadets Oath, Volume 2, Chapter 3, Page 4, Paragraph 7, Line 6.
Deserve that choice. You deserve Auntie's choice. Okay, back to business. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Only 8 more bins to go once I've completed destroying these assets.
Chronic itch, inflammation, night sweat, flatulation, lumbago, mild daze, scrumpox, general malaise, imbalanced tumors, dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing. Insomnia.
reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial Additives Division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylose. A flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, Slurrylose will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Huh? Better take it.
Let us proceed.
Enemy moving into harm's way. Locking them down. Taking the fight out of them. Consider self-preservation a priority. Travel flag! Next week, you get the claw.
Perfection is perfect. For our beneficent leader.
Capacitor unit
None
away.
shall hide from
Recharge
us.
before it discharges. They have been numbed.
Purification in progress.
Anyone else? Here, a medic?
Remain vigilant. Quite possibly a scoundrel. Dawdling around here is ill advised. Replenishing my firearm.
Dictates it is every protector is subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Quarry found. Changing magazines efficiently and in short order.
Prudence dictates take this moment to right realigning with our adversary. No escape. Prudence dictates is always
Would not refuse medical support.
Handle this.
Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
Listening to cover. Mobility interrupted.
Popping that claw. This thing's got a mean streak.
Currently prostrate. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Revving up. Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Under his
Mobility
Enemy in
interrupted.
vicinity.
Mobility interrupted.
And now, back to it. This one up.
Okay.
dictates, it is the
Honest to goodness broadcasting for street
duty of
shooters
every
and traffic
protector and
mafia.
subject
This
to
is
ensure they are
Forest
operating
Radio.
at peak.
My aftermarket parts are taking the fight out of them. Locking.
Always broadcasts in good faith.
Mobility interrupted.
Mitigating the threat. They're benumbed.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Fortificator is charged.
Mobility
Fortification in progress. Mitigating the threat.
Mobility interrupted.
Spread by jealous down and outers and run leeches. Frankly,
Mobility interrupted.
Back in business. Standing by to stupefy.
Eating the privilege.
Mess with me, you get the claw. My claw's always crabby.
win-win for all parties. Not to mention legally binding and anyone who says otherwise is selling you a bill of goods. No one would complain if
Capacitor out.
airlock happens all
Get
the
it while it's
time.
energized.
Better trade is a risky business. Now, on to other things. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Hunting them down. They're benumbed.
Seeking cover.
Reps tingling. All charged up.
You'll know.
Forever vigilant. That cover spot looks much better.
This thing's got a mean streak. The Crown Claw's angry.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Finishing.
Scoping out a hostile.
Taking the fight out of them. Fortification in progress.
Maintaining
Popping my claw. Mess with me, you get the claw.
Locking them down. Fortification.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without.
Fine. Let us proceed.
Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is... presently allowed.
Take a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace. Regret when you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take away that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
I thought the Dawn were my family. But with Dagmar's betrayal and the willingness with which the rest of them turned on me, I just don't know. That's true. And even without threats, Dagmar has a way with people. She made all of us feel our lives weren't meaningless. But she has proven she's not the person any of us thought her to be. Yes. I still have that which gives me meaning. The gift she gave to me. Even if she was a flawed messenger, the truth of the Dawn cannot be allowed to die. I've no choice but to gather whatever faithful are left and start anew.
When you drink purple berry tequila.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives, made with 100% real artificial purple coloring, and has a little added kick to get you going in the morning.
So, Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel, with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
I reckon that ship's already sailed off into another fucking dimension.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many Sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had.
Oh, she's dead already. But I might make it quick if you have a good explanation for your betrayal.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies? But I must say, when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest, I knew you were the perfect candidate.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest.
We have too much respect for the Sovereign and his lineage to resort to something so gauche. At least publicly. All the same, we cannot abide chaos brought about by leniency. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life?
Anyone with a lick of sense would prefer our way. The only folk who jump at the chance to shackle others are the ones who are free from that same control. Ain't that right?
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold. You were always so willing to accept even the most specious of arguments. I can only hope your luck has run its course, and the remaining Sentinels are able to put you down. Your death would put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Azza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively. What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response. I know of no other way to act.
Imbeciles! How did you let Azza get this far? Stop her! She means to assassinate me!
Form up! They're closing in!
Recharging as fast as I can, Commander! This might sting! Recharge!
Now, the Space Rift has undergone a sudden and rapid intensification in size and vigorousness. And not in a new and improved bigger is better kind of way. Our own VP of Product Development, Dirty Hewitt, can attest to that. Auntie's right-hand VP was nearly killed by the Rift while on a business trip, acting as our duly delegated representative for some high-risk negotiations. Luckily, she escaped in a last-minute dramatic fashion worthy of a wireless serial, such as our own corporate fixers for hire, check listings for airtimes.
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Angry look about them. Probably nothing to worry about. Panic is not a profitable response. Auntie is certain someone will solve this little Rift dilemma, turning a potential liability into... And submit your ideas to your department head. Now, to other things. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Ah! You're still alive! No, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to. What? Why? Fine. But you are only prolonging the inevitable.
I must say, I am in favor of prolonging the inevitable myself. What I did for the greater good, to save the colony, all at the consul's behest. It was my duty as a loyal subject to the true protectorate. What other reason need there be? And Azza, she was an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside, so in need of guidance. But then, she went berserk. I never imagined how she'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
Enough of this blathering on! It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways. Feel free to think on that while I start in on her dissection.
Hostile ahead. Craft is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Thought you agents were durable. Patch yourself up! She's dead. As am I. She should have suffered more for what she did. You know, for a moment there, I was questioning everything, but it quickly became obvious she was just lying to save herself. You're so naive. But don't feel bad. It took me until now to see through her subterfuge. No. The Glorious Dawn was always true. She was just using it for her own debased ends. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future. True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die. The Dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous Exalted Leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least. It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
Tuned to wireless free Arcadia, the best things in sliced breadworm. Now with 100
Imbeciles! How did you let Azza get this far?
Form up! They're closing in!
Underlings, your anti-Cleo marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Azza.
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
You're demoted to assistant. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in morale management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smoke.
Ah! Please.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? What?
I must say, I am in favor of prolonging the inevitable myself. What I did for the greater good, to save the colony, all at the consul's behest. It was my duty as a loyal subject to the true protectorate. What other reason need there be? And Azza, she was an obvious choice. You brought me great praise from the consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people. The consul feared that the sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the consul set to creating a challenge for the sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality. Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the perceived threat to our system. Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she slaughtered. For Matriarch's sake, she was killing vigilance. And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die before the consul decided to cut the link between Azza, him, and the Dawn. Me.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well, feel free to think on that while I stop.
Hostile ahead. What?
Weapon primed. Uh-oh. Commander's almost dead.
All
She's
charged
dead.
up.
As am I. She should have suffered more for what she did. You know, for a moment there, now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future. True, I enough to keep my knife skills up at least. It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
Oh, that ridiculously catchy number was sponsored by the Department of Invasive Marketing. Just try to get it out of your head. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Spread crisp, no stuff them
I'm not ready to talk yet. Let's get out of here.
I think you ought to be careful, Commander. After what we saw in that lab on Cloister, I ain't keen on aligning with Auntie's choice and handing them more power. More importantly, it's becoming clear to me that folk don't actually want us here. Westport resisted as long as they could. You think that doesn't extend to the rest of the populace? There is another option. The Order. They're trying to do right by the refugees, after all, and seem reasonable when they ain't being strong-armed by extremists. You could consider them. Transition of power will be smoother anyway, if this war's anything to go by. I'm glad you're considering it. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one person playing Kingmaker. That is to say, you, and especially the Earth Directorate. But time's too short, and the stakes are too high for tribalism. There'll be enough time for that later. For now, we need to ally with someone who can defeat the Protectorate and close the rifts. So whatever you decide, I'll support you. We should move on, unless you've got something for me?
Auntie's choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers, intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating you're their slave. They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our...
It's strange how I ended up here, leading the cult. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive, reckless, even. The cult needs me. They need my certainty. It was my deep faith that brought me through this trial, and it is my faith that will restore them. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you, I'd be dead. The cult in ruins. Still too many corporate bootlickers drawing air around here for my such as?
Child, and take it straight from me. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hope to be.
She said, be that you would be if you were any better. Get up and go. You get up and go get her.
all get rich. Ha!
Persuade them that a better me liberates society.
Here!
Sell them on an improved me. It's time to
Ha!
them on some moral ways. Make them buy a corporate way. Demand increase your sway. Make them do. I saw time for one more lesson, so I shot her one last question. I said, but I worry about reprisals when dealing with my rivals. Suppose I can outdo or outthink the vast herds. She said,
If no one else fails, kill the bastards. They're playing chess. You're playing chess. They think you'll retreat, but that's when you press. The game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
my corporate seal has been revived. Soon enough, the lift arrived. Our time has come to an end. And she took the hand and voice for her tongue. And smiling, she said,
This is how you cry. There's no such thing as free advice, dear.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Antes goods or services. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Pen Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial macrowave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Pen Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you. Molecules in curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. You let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try and try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep late.
Negative. Recharge incomplete. Stun weapon.
In my claw! The Gravel Claw's angry!
Locking them down. Purification in progress. Go for torpification. Transmitter down over here. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
My aftermarket parts are... Get with me, you get the claw. This thing's got a mean streak.
Mitigating the threat. Taking the fight out of them. Weapon numbed. Mitigating the threat.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial Additives Division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylos, a flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, Slurrylos will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Right. Moving on. This one goes out to all those...
If I could, but alas, not far.
Craft's back in business.
Standing by to stop.
On what? No law damn target. My claw's always crabby. The Gravel Claw's angry.
To attack. Craft aim ready. Torpificator at torpification in progress. Locking them down. Energy transmitter active. Unready. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Craft is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Torpificator is charged. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Energy transfer.
Always crabby. Cop in my claw.
Commander, throwing energy your way. Taking the fight out of them. They're benumbed. Standing by to stupefy. Locking them down. Mitigating the threat. Ready status.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. Attention all ground-bound associates across Arcadia. Look skyward with pride at that brilliant speck in Elysium orbit. That's the ACS Undisputed Claim.
I'll handle this.
We acquired it during the merger with Spacer's Choice in Tau Ceti. Aboard you'll find top-of-the-line facilities from hangar bays to mess halls to the medical wing, where battle-scarred troops are rebuilt better than new and promptly redeployed. Our flagship is a model of self-sufficiency, the tightest of tight ships. Outages and life support are rare, not worth mentioning. Forget I mentioned it. The Undisputed Claim is home to a cross-section of our corporate hierarchy, from our beloved CEO herself in her tower officeplex to the bottom rungers in the bowels of the ship. All traversed with a convenient tram system. Knock back drinks in the famous Bottom Runger Saloon. Ballpark some figures on a cocktail napkin. Make a few handshake deals. But don't hobnob unduly. We all have work to do and a solar system to liberate. Everyone get to work. Your home office away from home will be waiting for you when the job is done. Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Resorting to violence. Cooperation in progress. Taking the fight out of them.
This thing's got a mean streak. Mess with me, you get the claw.
My former department made its share of mistakes, surely, but there was a feeling we all had, like we were writing the universe. It was rather galvanizing. Feels that way again.
Are you saying that the trajectory of our association has reached the apex of friendship?
appetizing.
Auntie's Choice Chumbar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and Spectrum leavings.
The chum bar is made from the finest coagulated
Investigating
slurry
hostile
and
intentions.
vegetable byproducts.
They're benumbed, mitigating the threat.
Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revenue. Every last bit of my wage, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I'll own two. For now, I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Either the rifts devoured everyone here, or they're all waiting to spring out at us.
Attention, IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
Something is afoot. At least we know where everyone went. Hostilities are afoot.
All charged up.
I've been yearning and yearning for all of you.
On this episode of Big Game Hunter, we go bug hunting on the Elysium moon of Dorado.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Don't see a Raptidon venom sac like that every day. And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Game Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Lift-Off Laxative. And every washroom mission with a successful splashdown.
Mobilizing. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Still a bit sleepy. Just popping that claw.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if we can reach it.
Contractually obligated. But let's get to the hunt. Here in Golden Ridge, we'll find a arachnid breed encrusted only improves the startling appearance. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. They'll cover a quarter furlong in a single leap and tear you apart before you know they're near. Some breeds hurl sticky silk globs. You know what? No need to track one of these spiders down. Listeners get the gist. Oh, security team spotted one nearby. Guess we better have a look. Little bugger skidded up behind me! It's on me! It's a swarm! They're everywhere! Burn them! Burn them with plasma! Best way to deal with swarms is plasma grenades. Burn the whole colony in one fiery swoop. Traps. Dragons don't have the gray to skitter around them. Stick with quick loaders. While you're swapping ammo, the spiders might already be on top of you. Nastiest case scenario. Let's just move on to the spoils, shall we? Arachnid's only premium part is its sucker. Hideous, but handy in all sorts of crafting recipes. Certainly more valuable than the heart. That and 10 sprat hides will get you a cup of dehydrated water.
Error! Currently performing the tasks of 6 subjects. Active job queue maximum exceeded.
And bid you bottoms up to your bottom line.
More quality broadcasting coming right up. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Excluding additional input.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives, made with 100% real artificial purple coloring, and has a little added kick to get you going in the morning.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia. Official frequency, Auntie's choice. You may have heard Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000 different products in over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. Now, upward and onward. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Due to an anomalous event, the Interstitial Hall and Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype Rift Anomaly Modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Whooping fits, childhood gout, adult rickets, dysentery, swings of mood, bloody flux, decrepitude, night terrors, mania, day terrors, melancholy.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious beyond any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab one more interlude, additional ailments
Chronic itch, inflammation, sweat, flatulation, lumbago, mild days, scrum pox, general malaise, imbalanced humors, dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah.
Insomnia.
Yeah.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You wanna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
The flavor that lasts and taste you can't stop from that first smooth inhale to the very last. Try bubble gum. smoke bubbles, ba-do-ba. At home or at work, by the pack or the case, it's the bubbly perk that will pick up your pace. It's Bubblegum Slims, try Bubblegum Slims today. Ba-do-wop, ba-yada-ba, ba-do-wop, do-wop, ba-yada.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
Wonder how long ago the Order predicted this. Assume the presiding bishop's been keen to the possibility for some time.
I reckon that's Protectorate for I assassinated the Sovereign and seized control. If true, this console will be a nasty one to go up against.
With renewed zeal, together, we will finish our great sovereign's work and purge our of those who seek harm.
From that first inhale to the very last, try Bubblegum Slims. Bubblegum Slims, oh Bubblegum Slims. It's Bubblegum Slims, try Slims. Flavor won't stop till the very last.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. An important update regarding the attack on Outpost Opportunity. The Order of the Ascendant's claims have been proven correct. They were, in fact, not responsible. Agitators were apparently attempting to frame the Order in hopes of rekindling hostility between us. But we were much too cautious and
Gun weapon ready, Commander. Charging as fast as I can, Commander. Vital critical. Amplification in progress. They've been numbed.
Back in business.
Not quite.
This thing's got a mean streak.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Continuing inspection. Actually prefer that. Assuming by your silence, that's okay. Lovely, let's do that.
Maintaining perfection!
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Back to our duty.
A good neighbor! Forever vigilant.
Yeah.
They hate our contentment!
The Protectorate endures.
You can't fight contentment!
For our beneficent leader.
Must be something here.
to see you there. You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts. You know, work in the assembly line makes for a...
I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second. That must have been so difficult for you. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of, naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. This facility is not a place where mistakes are tolerated. Here, those who shoulder blame soon go headless. Coincidence is not causation, I know, but with recent events being what they are, it's difficult not to draw certain unpalatable theories beyond mere incompetence. Sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and purpose remain a mystery. If only Valancourt was not at permanent cross-purposes with me. I should have known you were here for the prototype. But for what ill-begotten purpose, I wonder? If that is true, then your goals and mine may be in closer alignment than I thought. Everything is turning base over apex today. Even though we have expanded our efforts beyond the modulator's use, Valancourt would still pay for such a theft. And I'll need it to reopen the rift in the closed-off wing. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here. That is privileged information. No, but they may prevent that future from becoming an inevitability. Back to the topic at hand. Do we have an accord? Or do you intend to make further errors in judgment by rejecting my help? The kind that proves I did not dishonor myself by making a mistake, and that the cause of the disaster was due to someone else's malfeasance, deliberate or otherwise. The prototype Rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and Rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. That is what we've agreed upon, is it not? I've already shared more with you than I ought have, but go ahead. That's an ugly way to describe a legitimate transfer of power. And if you're trying to bait me into expressing an opinion of my superiors, I assure you I will not. A technicality. He's inferior in every way that matters. The Interstitial Reconfiguration Center was created to continue researching into rifts, following a significant setback to our studies elsewhere. How do you know about that? That disaster and its link to the death of the Sovereign's family was not made public. No one outside of this facility is supposed to know of it. Regardless, even though Horizon Point's destruction did impede our progress for a time, we learned from it as well. We're now able to generate rifts safely within containment. Or we were. Due to the exacerbation of the greater rift recently, these lesser rifts became less stable, some breaking containment or spawning outside of it altogether. In public, Henry has adopted the affectations of his father. In private, he is much more personable, though meddlesome too. Always wanting to be involved in the experiments. He becomes most animated when we discuss how matter might be reconstituted from the rifts. What was lost somehow returned. You could say he has a vested interest. His motivations are personal. All I am willing to say is that he is a man who loved his family very much and would move planets to see them again. He and the Consul wore coats cut from the same stern cloth. Henry has never quite matched either of them, in terms of temperament or severity.
Base of the program, but also its product. Selang was a pioneering subject of grafting's clinical trials. She demonstrated its profit potential on Praetor, where her grafted programs leveraged...
Oh, our selfless sovereign. Matriarch's mercies. What if something should happen?
Camera readiness won over investors. I mean, who wouldn't spend their hard-earned bits on a 7-foot claw-tipped travel arm?
But should this announcement not have come from the sovereign himself?
Broadcaster.
These graphs make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try.
So start saving up for new life-enriching products. Battlefield tested, painless to implant, and completely
The Protectorate
safe.
endures!
Absolutely no issues whatsoever. To other things. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lacked.
Steady eye above!
Combatant observed.
Aborting search! What was... Huh. Back to it.
Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Perfection is impossible.
Locking them down, taking the fight out of them.
Grafty's ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Locking them down, mitigating the threat. Energy transmitter active. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Off track of them. Steady eye above.
Someone hiding? Disagreeable.
Mobilizing.
Stepping lively. Demonstrating requisite mettle.
Restoring! Regain sight!
course.
Fortificator discharged.
They envy our prosperity.
Now, a catchy pitch for Anti's products you simply can't live without.
Sustain the system!
The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye,
a good neighbor!
nasal flooding, and worse. Unless you stockpile Falderall's mollifying demolition.
Whatever's in
The
there
Protectorate
has been pushed to
endures.
the outer limits of the universal equation.
Use Falderall's mollifying demolition. Easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics. Right. Moving on. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
You can't fight contentment! They envy our prosperity!
This paradigm we serve.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits,
One Rift anomaly modulator, as requested.
but the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fee.
Oh, I am known through all Arcadia as the uncomplicated.
High priority alert. The prototype rift modulator has been removed without proper authorization. Lockdown initiated.
Quickly, use the modulator to open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
Everybody knows that I am in need.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. A crude assessment and utterly untrue. I am perfectly accommodating to non-incompetence. I suspect you did not reach here unaided. So who was it? Which one of my undutiful brain boxes helped sponsor this little pilferage? You cannot fault me for trying. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you. I could also reduce you to a state of quivering agony, begging for death. And that would be a lot more enjoyable for me, if I'm being candid. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words, if you survive that long.
Strange state of affairs.
That last selection has
Ratcheting up my... No combatant on my scope. They've been numb. Torpification in progress.
Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed. Broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the risks of this research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
One recent fiscal year to kick workers into gear. Auntie asked for a new stim that keeps minds crystal clear. Test subjects worked all day, but they shit out all their gray. Presenting liftoff laxative, hooray. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hands off to workers who lose parts on the job. Progress comes in normal legs, sometimes even more. But
Yeah.
This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve.
Combat probable.
You there!
I'll
Another.
handle this. Still recharging.
Payback will be swift and terrible!
Mess with me, you get the claw. Pop in that claw.
Ostensibly, I... Restoring the balance!
Taking the fight out of them. They're benumbed. Need to finish recharging first. Standing by to stupefy.
My aftermarket parts are prized. That our lab coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Risks could be leveraged in negotiations or to gatekeep trade routes. Think of the R&D potential. Seriously, think of it. That's your job, Phoebus. His job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Hey, you there! Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average oak? Well, look no further. It's the only cigar that says I'm in charge. It's an velvet stout. When they see me coming and shout, a chance of glancing me with these. They know that I'm a VIP. It's a Western stout. It says
represent an amalgamated collection of dozens of different companies, making everything from bandages and salves to weapons and ammunition.
If you can eat it, drink it, smoke it, shoot it, or turn it on, Auntie's Choice makes it, grows it, or smelts it.
Come join Auntie's family. Help make us even larger.
Okay, back to business. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't a nice looking place, is it? This is why you don't play with fire. Play with fire, or cosmic forces well beyond your control.
Enemy in vicinity.
Investigating, locking them down, taking the fight out of them. Torpificator is charged.
Sovereign never seemed especially perturbed.
You know what Prudence always says.
Frolic, prance, and shimmy to your heart's reasonable abandon?
No, that's only for celebrating the downfall of our enemies. Distemperament can hide in plain sight.
Threat detected.
Say, remember that time the Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger.
That was ages ago. I'm a Protectors of Piety fan now.
Isn't that the console's favorite team?
To do your job is a virtue. Every part is a call. Every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
Considers mitigating the threat. Torpification in...
Endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
At Auntie's Choice, we think there is no freedom without freedom of choice. And you need all 10 flavors of Spectrum vodka in order to be free.
Every autonomous consumer needs both forced, and I can't believe it's not forced.
Can you truly say you are liberated without frozen, dried, smoked, and canned salt tuna fillets?
Be free, everyone!
Be free with Auntie's choice.
Now, upward and onward. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Sure am glad we don't have to fight the Automex, Commander. All that clanging on metal would have given me a headache.
I admit an intense curiosity to find out what's inside that peculiar-looking rift.
One assumes their intentions untoward.
Try to limit further death. Done what?
Forging ahead!
Voices screaming in your head not to.
Well, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice, where nature ends, we begin.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
They never questioned a lockdown.
Mind
Do you
the
suppose
hostile.
there's been another incident? Like the one with the Sovereign?
No. It seems we may have been intruded upon during the Consul's announcement. I heard it from one of Valancourt's men. An outsider, apparently. Violent.
How ghastly. Well, Valancourt no doubt has it in hand. Perhaps this will take some of his edge off and he'll let us alone after.
A hypothesis that does not hold much water, I fear.
The void is there.
Proceeding to attack.
Bettering position! Serve the Consul.
Great was their trespass against us.
Hastening, pushing ahead! Advance! Each a vital. Bettering position! Briskly moving to cover! Serve the Consul.
Forever.
Taking the fight out of them. They're benumbed. Activating energy transmitter. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Acting precaution.
Consider self-preservation.
Always crabby. The Battlew's angry. Demonstrating reckless.
Replenishing my firearm.
Recommitting.
Transmitter down over here. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Best reload.
Locking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Drafts back in business.
His steady eye above.
Yeah.
Flushed him out.
They hate our contentment.
That was a song the Sovereign doesn't want you to hear. Oh, say, I hope no members of the Protectorate are listening. Wouldn't want anyone dreaming of a life of self-fulfillment and self-determination. Did I mention I ate a full box of Purpleberry Crunch to celebrate my big new promotion? Yep, life here's tough. Sure wish my leaders spent their time dictating my every move. Next up, something reasonably peppy.
Restoring the
Consult your
balance.
employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
The Consul provides, the system abides.
That seems...
Yeah.
Just what are they up to? Sustain the...
How very tidy and organized this all is. I imagine Valancourt's dirty secrets
Are filed in alphabetical order.
Anybody see him? Oh, you're out there. His gaze sees all.
Enough of this wandering to and fro. Questions are an addiction.
You have been my family's wise counselor for more years than I have drawn breath, Emery. But that does not grant you the right to challenge my will.
Why, I challenge nothing. I simply offer guidance where I may. I've neither the wish nor the strength to usurp your authority.
I know you have designs on my rift research. What I cannot understand is what you intend to do with it. What exactly are you plotting?
Suspicion is unbecoming, Henry. And restoring Arcadia to resplendence is my sole aim, as it should be yours. Yet you remain intent to use the rift for the most tenuous of means.
You forget yourself, Consul. Pray, I do not forget all the loyal service you have given me, or you might lose more than just your standing in my affections.
While we analyze the situation from a safe distance. Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first. I've already shared more with you than I ought have, but go ahead. I'd theorized long exposure to a rift might result in severe variance to weaponry. Well, you are welcome to it. Being proven right is its own pleasure. Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time, then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues. This way. There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfigurating matter that claimed my arm. Let's open the hood, shall we? Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner, but use your imagination to conjure the original scene that could lead us to the evidence we need.
Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment. Content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do.
You've discovered something.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia.
I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. A man cannot defecate without humming a protectorate anthem.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product...
For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. Did you uncover anything else? How did this go unnoticed during final checks? This is surely why the rift destabilized on us. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them.
Looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the tequila.
You've discovered something? I think I can formulate my own conclusion from here. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt, now. I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest? The kind that buys you time to do what you need to. If we can find a way to isolate Valancourt from his forces, he will be much easier to deal with. He wouldn't dare. I've devoted more hours to studying rifts than almost anyone living. And since the Order abandoned us, the Protectorate does not have minds like mine to spare.
Hold on now. The Order hardly abandoned the Protectorate. You Yaysayers attempted to assassinate our presiding bishop. That's not even mentioning your meddling with the rifts.
Nevertheless, we have gotten off topic. Trust me, I know Valancourt. This will work. Thank you. It's been maddening to go unbelieved for so long about the vileness hiding in his heart. Every complaint vanishing into the void. But now, to the matter at hand. I'll go first, follow behind, but not too closely. We don't want him to see you. You should try to seal off the hangar, cutting him off from any reinforcements. There's a panel on the right side of the room. Activate it and it should close the doors. I'll keep Valancourt talking so that you can get a good angle on him. But his patience isn't limitless, so be swift. Attack when ready. No need to wait for a signal from me. Oh, and there's also a rift in the hangar. An experimental byproduct, as it were. I would avoid interacting with it, lest you alert Valancourt to our ploy.
I've just been handed this breaking news bulletin. The Protectorate has lost Spireton, the doorway to the archive.
When the lab coats say these rifts could destroy the entire galaxy, that doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my strong suit.
I've just been handed this breaking news bulletin. The Protectorate has lost Spyreton, the doorway to the archive. Credit goes to the freelance agent and their aggressive takeover strategies. A real straight shooter, quite literally. Although Auntie's Choice forces, weaponry, and skincare products were made available, the entrepreneur chose to work alone. Fine, their loss. Our VPs are now in back-to-back meetings to determine how to leverage this turn of events. Expect them to delegate menial tasks to the rank and file at their convenience. Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Hey, you there! Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average oaf? Well, look no further. Wow, that's large! It's the only cigar that says I'm in charge. It's an Uncle Wentworth Belvedere Stout. When they see me coming, they shout. Look out! Perchance a glance at me with these. They know that I'm a VIP. It's a Wentworth Stout, and it says with pride that I'm a #1 on it. In any crowd, I'm sure to stand out with an Uncle Wentworth Belvedere Stout.
Dr. Hurley, pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once. I'm preparing our defenses against an intruder.
Hold the pleasantries, Valancourt. I know you sabotaged the experiment that nearly killed me and the Sovereign. I have the proof.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Such a belligerent tone is unbecoming from one of your profession.
Don't tell me to calm down, you traitorous worm. Someone, either you or acting under your orders, deliberately removed a vital part from the rift generator, ensuring a catastrophic failure. I've seen this sabotage myself.
For you to have discovered that, you'd have needed to reopen the rift. You're collaborating with the thief, aren't you? Oh, Doctor. Big mistake.
I'm going to report you to Central Control. Sentinels should know one of their own has gone rogue.
Oh, shall I quake and quiver? Huh. Your threats are wasted air. We Sentinels are now empowered to act extrajudiciously. I was merely taking initiative. It matters not if the Consul failed to recognize my foresight at the time. All came to right in the end, now that that simpleton Varric is off the throne. You've turned into such a disappointment, Sophia. First, you blunder my perfect plan with your disgusting heroism. And now you conspire with outsiders.
That outsider barely needed my help. Of the two of us, clearly it is you whose job efficacy has most deteriorated.
Bold of you to assume I don't have everything under control. Or did you think I hadn't cottoned on to this obvious distraction?
Distraction? I don't know what—
You'll die now, burglar. Enough
back in
act
business.
shame. I rather enjoyed our quarrels. And you, thief. You may as well cease your lurking. I know you're here.
Yeah.
Resorting to violence. You tried to limit.
Always crabby.
That's Uncle Winsworth.
Dr. Hurley, pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once. I'm preparing our defenses against an intruder.
Hold the pleasantries, Valancourt. I know you sabotaged the experiment that nearly killed me and the Sovereign. I have the proof.
Calm yourself, Doctor. You've denied me this fight long enough. Guards!
Vitals are in the
see
red,
to this
Commander.
intruder with extreme prejudice. Guards!
Locking them down.
No one around here be relied upon to do their duty but me. No matter. I will deal with you myself.
Finish recharging first. Standing by to stupefy. Consider self-preservation a priority.
Replenish.
Draft aim ready. Alas, it's not charged. Taking the fight out of them.
Now, back to it. For something different, tonally.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
He's ready, and
thief is it?
frankly, pissed off.
Not on my watch.
Recharging as fast as it can, Commander! This thing's got a mean streak.
Replenishing my firearm.
Proceeding to it.
Times.
Thank you, dear.
Mania. Hate errors. Melancholia. Chronic inflammation. Night sweats.
Thus always to traitors. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now, I should think, provided Valancourt's replacement is not also an absolute Pilgarlic. I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it with my gratitude. I'm not sure murdering the head of security at a highly valued research facility makes the argument you think it does, but noted. Have no fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it. Thank you again, but you mustn't stay. Go. I'll handle the cleanup.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top.
Mobilizing.
Plus all the news that's fit for today. Is wireless.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
Now that you have the Rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rift could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem solving may be required in reaching them.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. An important update regarding the attack on Outpost Opportunity. The Order of the Ascendant's claims have been proven correct. They were, in fact, not responsible. Outside agitators were apparently attempting to frame the Order in hopes of rekindling hostilities between us. But we were much too cautious and level-headed. This time.
Now that you cleared Spireton, the archive is up for grabs. I suggest handing it to the faction that won't gum up its controls with Sprat Crisp grease.